Thanks for tuning into the Loss Prevention News Network. I'm Joe LaRocca, and I'm here with co-MC and today our guest, Amber Bradley. Amber,
it's
thanks
great
for
to
being
be here today.
You're stuck on the hot seat. Now it's my turn
Okay.
to question you about pressing industry topics.
And I am up to the challenge.
That's good. We love hearing that. Let's start with a business one.
Okay.
So, in reading the reports from the National Retail Federation, other sources, and certainly anecdotally, retailers are consistently talking about this rise in verbal and physical altercations that are taking place as a result of shoplifting. Look, there's got to be a better way. We need to be tough on crime, but we need to also look at the other solutions to prevent these incidents from taking place. I understand that you and some of your colleagues have put together a white paper on this very topic, so who better to ask but
That's
you
right.
in
That's
person.
Right. So the Calibration Group has a recent white paper out really dissecting apprehensions and violence in and shoplifting in the loss prevention space. So it's really interesting because, especially according to the most recent NRF survey, they're saying that retailers are having to find more creative ways to deal with these potential confrontations when it comes to shoplifting. And how are they doing that? Because we all know their budgets aren't allowing for more staff and more LP professionals to be boots on the ground. And in some ways it's good, because if you're leaning on technology, you're reducing the chance of a violent confrontation. So one of the technologies that we can say absolutely works is a technology by Gatekeeper Systems that basically, if you're a cart-based retailer, and the cart and the technology knows that the goods haven't been purchased, the cart stops before they can exit the door, which is great because the average loss in a pushout is almost $550 per. So definitely a huge problem. And the biggest thing is, let technology apprehend the merchandise. Let the shoplifter go. Because why are you going to set up a confrontation right at your entrance and exit, potentially harming customers and your own staff? So it's really looking at technology and how you can apprehend the merchandise and not the shoplifter, and keeping everyone safe.
Right. So you're trying to minimize the number of confrontations you may have. In California, in my background of more the apparel side and working for Disney on hard goods and soft goods, but nothing in the cart-based world, I was surprised to learn what a major problem cart theft is.
Huge.
It's not only push-outs of merchandise, but it's also the actual theft of carts themselves.
I know. Who would have thought?
Who knew? And unique, not to California, but certainly problematic in Los Angeles, are the homeless people that steal carts from stores and shopping centers and use them to set up encampments. So this is a big problem both for the cart itself and also the merchandise. And so it sounds like Gatekeeper's a solution that might prevent those incidents from occurring.
Yeah, for sure, because that instance itself, you're dealing with a brand issue with your carts all over the place. You're also dealing with potential city ordinances that fine the retailer when they find the carts outside of their domain. But yeah, so Gatekeeper offers several different solutions to that, and it's nice because they have a cart control product, they have a cart manager product, and what's interesting is sometimes this isn't even on the LP person's radar because they're looking at shrink, they're looking at food waste when you're talking about grocers specifically. But what's interesting is the carts cost money too,
right? And
in such a low margin arena as grocery, I mean, how much does it actually take to sell to replace one cart? And what's interesting too is sometimes it doesn't even go into loss prevention's space. It may be in a procurement department, but the problem is it's causing you shrink, but you're not aware of it. And it's one of those things that if you take a look at it and really work with procurement and your buying department to say, hey, what is this really costing us, and how do we implement a solution with high ROI to get us back our return?
Right. That all makes sense. And I'm not super familiar with Gatekeeper, so this is great education about the company and the product. Would it also apply to stores like Staples or Petco or other types of retailers, not grocery based, but other
anybody
sectors?
that has a cart, which is phenomenal too, because it could be something that they're not even thinking about. what's really cool and innovative, and Gatekeeper's been around a long time, and they've been re-innovating the wheel. Just when you think the wheel could not be any better, Gatekeeper has brought it to.
That's so unique.
Yeah.
They must have a good marketing
They
department.
have a fantastic marketing department. But no, it's interesting because they actually have an app that the loss prevention person can pull up on their phone and see what's going on exactly when the potential push out happens. They can categorize it as theft or maybe just a policy thing. So anyway,
Fascinating.
I know. How'd I do on the hot table?
You know what?
seats
You
here?
did very well. You did very well. Thanks for answering all those
No,
questions.
you're welcome. We'll
And,
get to my travel tips later.
Fascinating. So how would somebody learn more about Gatekeeper?
Yeah, gatekeepersystems.com. They also have another website full of stats and really good information on making a case for card control and their solutions, which is called pushouttheft.com.
Pushouttheft.com. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining as a guest.
Thank Gatekeeper for being a sponsor.
And thanks, Gatekeeper, for being a sponsor. Now leaving the conversation with Amber Bradley, who's with the Calibration Group, talking about push-out thefts
Thank you
and
for that
all
plug.
sorts of fun
Joe
things.
LaRocca.
Well, who knew? You can follow Amber at
My
MyCalibration on Twitter, or follow me at LaRocca J on Twitter. We're going to turn it right back over to Gus Downing